Hey everyone! Welcome! Today, we're going to tackle a question that really is at the heart of everything we do, the search for happiness. We're going to explore a really powerful idea about why we're all looking for it, why we so often miss the mark, and how to find a kind of joy that's more permanent, more fulfilling. All right, let's jump right in.
So I want you to start with this thought. Just let it sink in for a second. What if every single action you take, I mean everything, from grabbing a cup of coffee to changing your entire career path,
What if all of it is actually driven by one single fundamental desire, to be happy? The big idea we're digging into today is that it's not really about money or status or even survival. When you follow the thread all the way to the end, every motivation we have boils down to this deep-seated pursuit of permanent happiness.
And that, of course, brings us to the big puzzle, doesn't it? I mean, if we are all hardwired to seek happiness in literally everything we do, why is the result so often the complete opposite? Why all the stress, the frustration, the conflict, that nagging feeling that something's just missing?
Well, the answer, it turns out, lies in a really crucial distinction. See, it's not that we have just one type of desire. We actually have two, and they are constantly pulling us down two totally different paths. Understanding this crossroads in our own mind is really the first step to changing our final destination.
So let's break these two down. On one side, you've got Priyas. You can think of this as the path of temporary pleasure. And on the other side, you've got Shreyas. This is the path of what is right, what is good, and what ultimately leads to permanent happiness. And both of these are living inside you right now, pulling you in different directions.
The path of Priyas, yeah, this is the one we're probably all most familiar with. This is the desire that's based on our beliefs about what we need. You know the voice, oh, if I just get that new phone, I'll be happy. If I finally get married, then I'll be content. It gives you that instant gratification, that quick hit of pleasure for sure. But because it's always tied to external temporary things, it always, inevitably, leads to that cycle of pain, disappointment, and just feeling deluded.
Now, the other path, Shreyas, is a completely different ballgame. This isn't a desire you learn or pick up along the way. This is your original inborn desire. You could almost say that our endless chase after Priyas is just a confused attempt to satisfy this deeper need. Shreyas starts with a radical idea, that happiness is already our fundamental nature. So following this path just means choosing what is inherently right and good, which brings us back into alignment with our true selves and leads to lasting contentment, not just a fleeting good time.
And to make this difference totally crystal clear, there's this fantastic metaphor that just perfectly captures the mistake we make when we're chasing Priyas. I want you to imagine, just for a second, a kind of cosmic customer care line for happiness.
So, picture this. You've spent 80 years chasing pleasure. You've done it all. You've bought the things, you've gone to the places, and now you pick up the phone, you dial the number for the happiness helpline, and you are ready to file a major complaint.
You finally get through to an agent, and you just let them have it. Listen, I tried everything you guys advertised. I did the job happiness, the spouse happiness, the wealth happiness. None of it delivered what was promised. It all wore off. I want a refund on my life's efforts.
And the voice on the other end of the line, just totally calm and wise, gently replies, "My dear, I understand your frustration, but you are filing a complaint in the wrong department." And right there, that's the aha moment. We spend our lives trying to get a refund for our product, permanent happiness, from a store that never even had it in stock. The external world, the world of temporary people, objects, jobs, and achievements, it simply cannot sell you an unchanging, permanent product. It's just not what it's for.
Okay, so if chasing external pleasure is calling the wrong department, how in the world do we find the right one? Well, the key, the absolute game changer, is developing something called mental maturity.
And listen, this has nothing to do with how old you are. Mental maturity is a skill. It's the ability to just pause and filter your own desires. Think about it. You're feeling stressed. The Priyas path screams, eat the entire pint of ice cream. But the Shreyas path, guided by mental maturity, quietly recognizes, you know what? A quick walk would actually make me feel better in the long run. It's that power to see through the illusion of the quick fix and consciously choose lasting well-being.
So in other words, mental maturity is just finally realizing that permanent happiness isn't an external product you can buy at all. It's from a completely different department, the one that's already inside you. It's your nature.
Now, this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do we actually do it? How do we practice this? Well, thankfully, there's a practical 4-step discipline you can use to build this mental muscle every single day.
Okay, here's how it works.
Step 1 is listen and learn, which, hey, is exactly what you're doing right now. Step 2 is contemplate and reflect. This is just taking a moment to think, when did I chase a Priyas desire today, and how did that actually end up feeling? Step 3 is practice and apply, where you actively pause in the moment and choose the Shreyas path instead. And finally, step 4 is analyze and adjust. Think of it like a 2-minute mental review before bed. How'd I do today? What can I try differently tomorrow?
And this little 4-step loop, this is not a one-and-done kind of thing. It's a daily mental reset. Every single day, you are consciously choosing to bring your mind back to the path of Shreyas so that your life starts to work for you instead of feeling like a constant battle.
So where do you start? How can you actually put this into practice, like right now, today? It all begins with one simple but incredibly powerful question you can ask yourself.
Ask yourself this about whatever it is you're currently chasing, that promotion, that new relationship, that thing you want to buy. Is your belief that getting X will bring you lasting happiness? Is that a verified fact? Have you proven it? Or is it just an unverified assumption you've been running on?
So, the very first step, the one you can take the second this is over, is simply to stop, inquire, and analyze before you automatically act. Just by questioning these unverified beliefs, you start to break the habit. You stop calling the wrong department over and over again. You stop wasting your precious energy looking for something where it simply cannot be found.
And this all leads to a final, really empowering thought. The moment you stop looking for happiness out there and you begin to recognize that it's already in here, everything changes. It's not some far-off destination you have to struggle to reach. By just shifting your perspective, you begin to see that your life is already full of happiness, starting today.